All right, on to the next page. So, number 7, we're going through a mortgage on a house. Now, question A is asking about closing costs. Now, closing costs are the fees that you pay as part of the closing process before you actually buy the house, like paying your lawyers and getting the inspection done, etc., etc. So they're about 3 to 5% usually. So I give you 5% here. So it's 5% of the cost of the home. So how do you find 5% of the cost of the home? Well, it's 5% of the 145,000. And to find a percentage of a number, we're looking for the part, right? So you're multiplying. So 145,000 times 0.05. What does that work out to be? 7,250. So that's extra. That's just extra money that you need to buy this house. You need that up front as well. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how much you could put down for a down payment. Keep in mind how much you're going to have to pay up front for closing costs. So next, speaking of down payments, we're going to put a down payment of 10% down. Now that's 10% of the cost of the home. It has nothing to do with the closing costs. So it's 10% of the 145,000. Again, this is the same exact math, a little bit different of a concept because we're talking about down payment, but the same exact math. So what you want to do is you want to take that 145,000 times by 10%, so by 0.10. I just want to show you on here for you visual people. So you get 14,500. So what that means is up front, before you even make any monthly payments, you need about $22,000 here between the closing costs and down payment to get the home, aka start saving now, right? So C, what is the amount that you'll have to finance for your house after the down payment? This has nothing to do with closing costs. Well, your loan or your house is $145K, and you're putting down $14,500. So what is left for your loan amount? Well, you subtract because you want to know what's left. Subtract it out. So you get 130,500. All right, lastly, let me bold this quick. Lastly, now we're trying to get to the nitty gritty, like how much is this going to cost us per month? What is the total amount going to be, and what is the interest going to be? Sorry, I'm adjusting here. All right, so monthly payment. The most accurate way to do this is pull up Excel and use PMT. So I'm going to do just that. And hopefully you can still see both screens. Okay. So you can't see this, but formulas. Financial, which is really hard to find right now. There we go. We want PMT. Here's the box we're going to fill in. So the rate is 4.75%. So 4.75%, make sure to include the percent sign. Now that interest rate is for the whole year. We're looking at what the monthly payment is. So that's just for 1 month. So what we need to do is figure out the interest rate for the month. So what that means is you take the interest rate and then you divide it by 12. And then you'll see the monthly interest rate auto calculate here on the right side. NPER means number of payments. So that's 30 years, 12 months in a year. So that's 30 times 12, which is 360 payments. And then the PV is the principal. And remember, we put a negative in front of it just so it doesn't come out red. The negative is not mandatory. It's just I have OCD, basically. Okay. Enter. Oh, thank you, Don. All right. So monthly payment is 6. All right, come on. 680. Don't they know I'm shooting a video here? All right. And then to get the total amount, well, if you think about it, you're going to pay this $680.75, and you're going to pay it 360 times. So you just take it and you multiply it by 360. keep in mind you could have done that calculation in your calculator as well. I just have Excel easily accessible, so it's just easier to do that way. All right, 245. 69. All right, now why are you paying back so much? You only took out a loan for $130,500. Like, that's crazy. Why are you paying back almost double? Well, that's what interest can do to you in a 30-year time frame. So in order to figure out how much the interest was, you need to figure out the difference between those values. So we need to take that 245,000 and then subtract out the loan amount, or the principal. That tells us how much more money we paid, which was that $114,000 in interest. That's wild. That's money that you paid that's going straight to the bank, right in their pockets. All right. Now, all right, we're going to do a new video for the next set of problems here. So I'm going to pause this right here, and I will return for the next page. Take care, guys.